An object's mass is unchanged. The mass is the amount of matter or stuff that's actually inside an object. Now the weight changes based upon the gravity of where that mass is. Even on Earth there's some variance. If you're on top of a mountain, high from the center of the Earth, it'll actually weigh less. As you go down to a valley that's even below sea level, the weight will actually increase because you're closer to the center of the Earth. It's actually a measurable difference. In this experiment today, we're going to build a scale to make some weight measurements, and we're going to build an inertia scale which actually weighs the mass. And today we're not going to use grams or ounces, we're going to use pennies or washers as our scale of unit for measure. Let's get started. Usually for weight measurements we use a spring scale. Here's what we're using in the science labs, mostly when we get to physics in the springtime. But you may have one of these at home in the shape of a bathroom scale, or might have something in the kitchen to weigh things for ingredients. The spring scale just has a spring in here and it's calibrated by some unit of measure. In this case, the weight here is newtons for metric. We use pounds and ounces in the English system. So you can build one of these for measuring weight. We're also going to measure the inertia of mass with a device that can be used on Earth with our gravity or anywhere in the universe. What you're going to need today to start, you need a ring stand with a ring attached on top. Get it near the top, tighten it up. Have the ring be basically in line with the base. That's on the bottom. Also going to need a meter stick. Get the meter stick, we'll show you how to lay that out in a moment. Need a plastic cup. A couple paper clips to build the basket. Going to need some pennies or washers to use our unit of measure. Each group might be different. We also need some tape, so we got some masking tape around. Oddly enough, you're going to need a C-clamp and a hacksaw blade. The clamp and this hacksaw blade are what we're going to use for our inertia scale. We'll get to that later in the lab. All right, take your cup. Take 3 paper clips. And with the 3 paper clips, you need to open them up a little bit. Grab these for you quick. Take 3 of them, pull out this one open side here like that. And the 3 paper clips you're gonna jab into the top, right underneath the lip here. Poke it through there gently. Now don't go in your finger. We don't need you going to the nurse. So I have my fingers on each side. I'm gonna poke that in between my fingers here. Pushing through gently. 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 I haven't gotten through yet. Push it through gently. There we go. And that's 1. I'll put the other 2, there's one on top. I'll put 1 over here and 1 here as well. Try to show all these to you. So I've got a paper clip here. Open it up. That's 2. A third one. Again, 2 down here at the bottom. Put 1 more up here. 1 more at the top up here. Fantastic. Now I have all 3 of them done. I'll bring all 3 together. Let me show you. Bring all 3 together, and I'll take a 4th paper clip right through. Open up here. The 4th paper clip go right through the top of all 3 of those. So bear with me here. Try to show this to you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There. I got all 3, and now I formed a little basket. That's what we're going to put the weights in to weigh them. Okay? Now, the next thing you got to do is you got to take your ruler, your spring, and head to the ring stand. At the ring stand, you're going to take the meter stick, and as you put it in here, put the 0 end up at the top. Let me show you what it's at. That's the 0 end up at the top. And at the very bottom, there's your bigger number, 90 down to the 100. Okay. Next, if you don't have a paper clip already, get one wrapped around the ring itself and kind of open it up a little bit so you have a bit of a hook here to hang the spring from. Okay, here's the spring. I'm just going to hang it over the paper clip. Hang it down like that. Okay, and lastly is the cup. Let me get the cup here. So the cup, I put that paper clip on the bottom of the spring. Not easy holding the camera and doing all this. Sorry, there it is. And now I have it all set. Now before we go any further, let's make sure we want to zero out this scale. Right now there's 0 weight in there. So to get a 0 reading, you have to go down to the bottom of the cup. And there's the bottom of the cup, and pick the, look at the number across onto the meter stick. That looks like 56 maybe, 56 centimeters. That's my 0. And as we add weights to it, we'll put weights in it, it'll pull it down, and then we can read the number and subtract the two numbers to get the difference in the movement of the cup. Okay. The last step before you take your spring scale apart is to take it along with a triple beam balance to the elevator. And put a few pennies in here before you go. And on the elevator, make sure your spring scale balance is leveled off. And go down from the second floor down to the first floor. Observe both triple beam balance and the spring scale. Come back up to the second floor, again watching both of them, and then depart. Don't stay on there for more than 1 trip down and 1 trip up. And record your observations. This is how it should look once you attach the hacksaw blade with the C-clamp to the outlet. Again, you're going to attach on the sides here, away from the electrical outlets, which are already shut off. It's in there pretty tight. If you have this clamp on its side like this, it gives a better grip of the blade. And right now, this thing, even with some weight on it, it won't move down. You want to keep that steady. And then what we're going to do, you're going to flick this, and for 10 seconds, count how many oscillations there are. It's not easy to do with no weight on it. You may not get a very good reading, and that's fine. But as you add more pennies or washers to each side, again, try to balance it out. If you have, if there's 10 pennies or 10 washers, put 5 on each side. If it's 20, put 10 on each side. Or it could be 5 here, 5 here, 5 on this side, 5 down here. Try to make it even that a little bit so that they don't make the blade lopsided. And as you add more weight, it'll go slower for you, so it'll be easier to count. Again, use 10 seconds, how many vibrations you get in 10 seconds. Click all that data, and then you can put that in your chart.